Canelo Alvarez and Liam Smith weighed in ahead of their fight just a few hours ago. Both guys weighed in at 154 pounds, bang on the light middleweight / super welterweight limit. Canelo looked predictably drained and dry, although I've seen him look worse at other weigh-ins, but he did look drained and dry. He was on the scales for a suspiciously short amount of time. It has to be said. It's as if he didn't want to give those scales the slightest opportunity to maybe go an ounce or two over the limit. So he was on and off those scales very quickly. And as soon as he got off, he grabbed that Gatorade or whatever he was drinking extremely fast. He literally snatched it out of the guy's hands and started glugging it down. Liam Smith, on the other hand, looked a bit more comfortable at the weight. He didn't look quite as drained. He spent a bit longer on the scales. He wasn't so quick to grab a drink afterwards. As far as the fight itself, most people in the United States have never heard of Liam Smith. And just by virtue of the fact they've never heard of him, they're expecting this to be pretty much a foregone conclusion. It's just a Canelo showcase in their minds. There's apparently going to be a massive crowd of like 50, 60, 70,000 people. And, I can't remember the last time I saw a crowd that big since when? Since Carl Froch knocked out George Groves in front of 80,000 people at Wembley Stadium. So it's going to be a big event, but it's really being marketed as a Canelo showcase. Just an easy title for him to pick up. That's how it's seen in the United States. I personally don't see it that way. I do see this as a competitive fight, but I don't see how Liam Smith wins. And the reason I say that is because I can't see Liam Smith getting a decision, even if he deserves a decision. This is Canelo we're talking about. This is a guy who nearly always has the judges on his side. Even when he fought Mayweather, he had one of the judges on his side, which was scandalous. And even if you think he beat people like Miguel Cotto and Austin Trout, etc., etc., you can't sit there and tell me that those scorecards were legitimate. Even if you think Canelo won, there's no way they should have been as wide as they were. So Canelo is very powerful politically in boxing. Unless you're an entity somewhere near as powerful as he is, then you're just not going to get a decision against him. It's just not happening. You would literally have to drop him 10 times and beat the crap out of him to get a draw. So there's no way Liam Smith is getting a decision against Canelo. It's not happening. So he's going to have to go for the KO. And incidentally, Liam Smith has been saying in the build-up to this fight that he is going to go for the KO. Now, if Liam Smith was going into this fight with the intention of going the distance, I don't think anybody would get stopped in this fight. I don't think Canelo has a high enough work rate, and I don't think Liam Smith is weak enough or has a poor enough defense. If he is planning to go the distance, I don't see Canelo stopping him. But whereby Liam Smith says he's looking for the KO, he's going to leave himself open. Canelo is a very good combination puncher. He hits hard. And Liam Smith is going to be coming forward if he's going for the KO. He's going to be walking into stuff. Now, to be fair to Liam Smith, he is a bit more versatile than somebody like Alfredo Angulo, for example. Angulo was just coming forward regardless of what Canelo was throwing at him. Just constantly coming forward in straight lines, hoping that Canelo would get tired. Liam Smith is a bit more sophisticated than that. He will come forward and apply a lot of pressure, but he can also stand up tall and pop a jab a little bit from time to time when he wants to take a breather. So we might see both those aspects of Liam Smith's game in this fight. But regardless of what he does, I can't see the judges favouring his work. He's certainly not as fast as Canelo. I don't think he hits as hard. I think Canelo's going to be landing the eye-catching shots. And come what may, he's either going to stop Liam Smith late when Liam Smith is trying to go for a KO himself, or he's going to win on points. Whether he deserves to win on points or not, it really don't matter. He's going to get the decision. It's just as simple as that. So, in that sense, maybe I do agree with the American fans that this is a foregone conclusion. But they think it's not going to be competitive. I think it will be competitive. I think it's a fight that's going to extend Canelo's abilities. It's not going to be a walk in the park. Yeah, I think it will be A little more difficult for him, perhaps than the Angulo fight. Definitely more difficult than Kirtland. I think it will go longer than the Khan fight. So yeah, I'm going to take Canelo to win this fight. I don't know if he might stop Liam Smith late, but I think it's more likely it will go to points. So that's what I'm going to go for. I'm going to go for Canelo Alvarez to win a 12-round decision against Liam Smith. Maybe Liam Smith will go for it late, but catch a few shots and get hurt, and then he'll think, you know what, maybe I shouldn't go for it. And he'll back up a little bit and maybe be able to last the distance. Or maybe he will get stopped. I don't know. But yeah, either Canelo 1 points or late stoppage, but I'm going to go for Canelo 1 points. So drop your comments in the comment section below. Let me know how you see this fight going and tell me why. If you're picking Liam Smith to win, tell me why you're picking him. Because the only way, as I say, that I could possibly see him winning is if he knocked Canelo out. He ain't going to get a decision. But does he really have the punching power to knock Canelo out? I know Canelo does tend to fade late in fights, particularly when he's fighting at 154. He does tend to fade late in fights, but is Liam Smith really hitting hard enough to get him out of there? He's going to have to worry about what Canelo's throwing back at him as well. You know, Canelo's got much quicker hands than he does. And he's fought at a much higher level. So, I don't know. Anyway, it's your boy Hatman. I'm out.